It all started on Monday, and thank God it's Friday today. We are going to have the last edition of the conversation for this week today. Then I can have my rest tomorrow and Sunday before coming back on Monday. And of course, today happens to be the last day in the month of January 2025. I am Ajibola Ojoshola. Welcome to the show. Time flies.
Yes, I'm so glad that today is the 31st day of January. To me, it just seemed like it was yesterday we said Happy New Year. I mean, this is like the fastest January I've ever seen.
Yeah.
To me, yes. Fast? It looks fast. It seems fast to me.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Fully booked?
No parties.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had one yesterday. I couldn't go. But I'm looking forward to
resting.
Mm-hmm. When I was trying to fix my face this morning, do my makeup, I noticed my eyes are red. You know.
You've not had enough
because of yesterday's party now.
I did not go.
Oh, okay. And you did not attend virtually?
I did not.
You did not.
I did not. But all my friends who attended the party, we were talking about it on a four-way call yesterday till very, very late. And they were sending me videos. So maybe that was why.
That was why. At least you get to rest this weekend.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to resting, being at home. I almost don't know what it feels like to be at home on a Saturday and a Sunday. What will I do? What am I doing?
Well, tomorrow is the 1st of February 2025, and it's a very special day in my life, but I won't say why. I'll come back on Monday and tell you guys, because if I say it now, I'm going to spend money. And I don't want to spend anything.
Is it your wedding anniversary?
No.
Is it your daughter's birthday?
I don't know.
Is it your birthday? No, of course
it's not his birthday.
I was born in September.
Of course it's not your birthday.
But I know.
Is it mommy's birthday?
My mom is dead.
Okay.
She was born in April.
Is it madam?
I got married in March.
Is it madam's
My
birthday?
wife was born in December 22nd.
And your daughter's birthday.
Is it our little madam's birthday?
What if it's my sister? What if it's my brother?
Well, whoever it is, you're still going to
You will
spend.
still, you are celebrating, and then you will still spend.
We rejoice with those that are rejoicing.
Spend out of what? Out of what you gave me yesterday. Something that I saw and I was angry.
Ajibola, the feeling was mutual.
Hey, but I mean, you have other sources of making money. Unlike me.
Hey,
I depend solely on this.
I don't depend on any other thing.
We depend on God.
I depend on this and God.
Don't worry. Our
God
miracle is
my
on the way,
sustainer.
and sooner or later it's going to happen. It's better late than never, and I'm sure that when it's going to come, people will buy Ghana Must Go.
Hey, that's my Range
sizes
Rover.
to take their money home.
Land.
And that land, the Banana Island.
How much?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right, we are back as usual Friday, just trying to put you in the right frame of mind for the weekend. We have been hustling since Monday, and today is Friday. Time for us to lessen up a bit and put ourselves in the right frame of mind for the weekend. So quickly, we take our news items for today. PDP is still falling apart. The party is still in crisis. The umbrella is turned. PDP crisis. Stakeholders demand Wike Bauchi governor truce as governors meet today. And it has some riders. Fubara's camp wants Damagun kicked out as chairman. Opposition governors converge on Asaba. Prominent leaders of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, including the National Working Committee and the National Executive Committee members, have waded into the rift between the Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike, and Bauchi State Governor, Bala Mohammed, while some call on both leaders to close ranks and rebuild the party ahead of the next election cycle in 2027. Others argue that the rift between the two politicians was personal and as such would have no impact on the fortunes of the party at the polls in the next 2 years. Last week, Wike, through his media advisor, Larry Olayinka, said the Bauchi State Governor complained about the Bauchi State Governor opposition to the tax reform bills, which were transmitted to the National Assembly in the last quarter of 2024. Returning the favor, the governor labeled Wike as a transactional politician whose habitual betrayal of his benefactors was well documented. At Wednesday's Board of Trustees meeting of the party in Abuja, the acting national chairman of the party, Umar Damagum, said the BOT chairman, Adolphus Wabara, expressed disappointment at the multi-layered crisis currently rocking the PDP and called on aggrieved members to sheath their swords in the interest of the party. Speaking with a reporter of this newspaper, the national organizing secretary of the party, Umar Bature, said the verbal war between the two leaders is personal and has nothing to do with the PDP. When asked if the ongoing feud is capable of wrecking the boat of the PDP, Bature said, "I don't think so. It is personal between them and has nothing to do with the party." Also speaking, a member of the party's National Executive Council and Deputy National Youth Leader, Timothy Osadolo, blamed the ruling party APC for the rift between the party ranks, stressing that the fear of the fate which awaits the ruling party largely informs its fixation on the PDP. He, however, called on the two warring parties to let go of their differences and rebuild the party for future challenges.
Ajibola, this Timothy Osadolo that is blaming the ruling APC. How? I don't understand. APC has their own internal issues,
crises,
so which they are still, trying to resolve, and then you think they are the ones causing.
No, it's normal when you have issues. It's normal to blame your
to blame who?
Your opposition.
Okay, when husband and wife they are fighting,
it's normal
to blame in-laws.
Mother-in-law, especially. It's normal. But for me, as you said, the umbrella is torn. For me, if they want to remain the PDP that we used to know, I think they need to settle their scores, come together and fix the umbrella, because when there is no shelter, people will leave. Oh.
So that umbrella is a shelter for them.
It's a shelter.
And now it's torn.
And rain will continue, rain and sun
and the wind will
continue to beat them. There's another one.
Not only the rain, even the sun.
Yes, I said rain and sun will continue to beat them. And there's another one. The governor labeled the FCT minister a transactional politician whose habitual betrayal. What were we saying about politicians yesterday? Are they not? Many of them. Are they not the same?
Yeah.
Then which politician is not transactional?
It's not transactional.
It's about your interest. It's about
exactly.
What you're going to get.
It's about your interest. It's about
it
your
sounded
interest.
like it's from the moon. I think the PDP will need to put its house in order. If indeed they want to really be that voice of opposition to the ruling party, which is the APC. APC was able to manage its own crises when they were on the other side, when PDP was the ruling party.
Exactly.
But now PDP, they have different factions, they have different troubles coming from different parts of the country. Today they will mention Wike, tomorrow El Rufai, who is a member of the APC, will say it is the APC. And now Osadolo is saying that the APC is the one behind the crisis rocking the PDP. Atiku is not ready to dump his ambition.
No.
For the younger generation.
Atiku can't win elections.
At what age? At 81?
It's his ambition, life's ambition.
Okay, it's okay to aspire like our dear,
at 81?
Like our former speaker. It's okay. It's normal to aspire. But when age starts to tell on you, I think they should learn from former US President
Joe Biden,
who gallantly stepped aside for his vice, to contest elections. It's only in Africa we see like 86, 87, 89-year-old men, still aspiring. Why are you aspiring at 89, at 80-something? Why are you aspiring?
You can't take it away from them.
Aspirations is for the younger. Anyway, they will say they are still young.
They're young at heart.
They are the youth, yes.
All right. We wish the PDP well. They will be meeting in Asaba very soon, and I hope they will be able to put their house in order as we approach 2027 general elections.
Okay. My story this morning is federal government presents family of Nigerian flag designer 30 million naira. The federal government yesterday donated 30 million naira to the family of the national flag designer, the late Pa Taiwo Akinkunmi, almost 2 years after his demise. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Lanre Issa Onilu, accompanied by the Oyo State Director of the agency, Olukemi Afolayan, made the official presentation of the check on behalf of the federal government at the Elebu Ibadan, Oyo State residence of the late hero. Late Akikumi died on August 29, 2023, at the age of 87. On September 4, 2023, President Bola Tinubu sent a government delegation led by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, on a condolence visit where it pledged to give the late Nigerian hero a national burial and financial support to the family. And I quote, "I am aware, even though I wasn't appointed Director General of the NOA at that time, that the President gave a directive that this place should be visited and that the government must commiserate with this great Nigerian." And the Minister of Information, with the then Director General of NOA, who came to commiserate with the family. The transition, which led to my appointment and resumption, delayed the process of finalizing the effort at showing appreciation to the family. I'm going to stop here. This man, when he was alive, was he treated like a hero?
You took it out of my mouth.
Was he treated as a hero?
Then you made a promise 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and you are fulfilling it, and you are now still making noise about it.
For someone who designed the national flag of Nigeria, like you rightly asked, how was he treated when he was alive?
Exactly.
Did we celebrate the man?
Did we celebrate him?
So yesterday, the NOA man was in Ibadan, and of course, he donated 30 million naira on behalf of the federal government to members of his family.
Ajibola, he only 30 million.
Now, let's turn the table. If Akikumi, right? Akikumi were to be a politician, how much would have been given to his family? We should learn to celebrate our heroes when they are alive, not when they are dead.
It's rather unfortunate. I was sad reading that story because this is a flag that we're still using till date,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, this flag was, you know, raised on October 1, 1960. That man should have been paid
It's part of our history. Yeah.
Royalty.
You know, yes, every month till he died.
And this is the same NOA that is trying to reorientate Nigerians on how we need to be faithful to our country, on how we need to love our country. This was somebody that was very instrumental to the national flag of Nigeria, and he was not really treated well when he was alive. But now that he's dead, you presented some of 30 million to members of his family. Thank you.
All right. Over here in Lagos, Lagos Assembly confirms DSS release of detained lawmakers amid speakership crisis. The Lagos State House of Assembly has confirmed that the Department of State Security, DSS, has released the detained lawmakers after hours of interrogation over the speakership crisis. The chairman ad hoc committee on information, Mr. Stephen Ogundipe, confirmed the development to the News Agency of Nigeria yesterday, Thursday. Report said that the two lawmakers, Lanre Afini of Lagos Island Constituency 2 and Sylvester Ogunkelu, were detained on Thursday morning by DSS officials in the state. The lawmakers were interrogated over the removal of former Speaker Mudashiru Obasa, who was ousted by a majority of members on January 13 and replaced by Mojisola Miranda. They were allegedly detained for breaking into a house store where the mace was kept, enabling lawmakers to sit and impeach the former speaker. In solidarity, Deputy Speaker Mojid Fatai and other members stormed the DSS office to secure their colleagues' release. Confirming the development, Ogundipe said that all detained lawmakers had now regained their freedom. He said the assembly reaffirmed that Obasa's removal was legal and constitutional following due process. Quoting him now, today, members of the Lagos State Assembly honored an invitation from the Lagos DSS command in Shangisha. We provided insights into the removal of the ex-speaker. At the DSS office, we reaffirmed our commitment to upholding constitutional governance following his removal. End of quote.
Ajibola, I couldn't wait for her to
Finish, okay.
Ajibola, I want to ask you something. The mace,
Yeah.
is it his...
No, first of all,
let me
I mean, I'm not a politician.
Okay, no, I just need some clarity. I just
Okay.
need some clarity on some things. Does it mean that when the speaker is away, they cannot sit? Because if they're going to sit, the mates must be there.
Yeah.
So what is the meaning of they broke into a store to get the maize to sit and then remove. I don't understand what they're trying to.
But as far as I know, I know the House was on recess.
Okay.
Before that incident that happened at the State House of Assembly.
Okay.
And sometimes when the Speaker is not around, the Deputy Speaker can actually
preside over
on his behalf. And that is when you see her on the seat.
Okay.
Just like when the Senate President is not around, the Deputy Senate President can actually act on his behalf.
Okay.
But the House was on recess, and we have had lawyers on different shows, on different programs. I still had one on Wednesday telling me that everything that was done by the State House of Assembly was constitutional, that they did not breach any part of the Constitution. And I'm going to use his word now. He's not a Yoruba man, but there was a statement he made on that particular program wherein he said that, do I know what they call Otilo? So, but my own question now is this. Are there some fingers or some forces behind what is happening in the Lagos State House of Assembly? The governor is the chief security of the state, and before the DG of the DSS will act, I'm sure he will refer to the governor. So how those honorables were summoned to the office of the DSS, how they were arrested, is what I really do not know. Because as far as we know today, the sitting speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly is Right Honorable Mojisola Meranda.
Okay.
So why were those guys arrested?
Why were they...
Or was a petition written to the DSS by the former speaker?
You know, when Joy was reading, she said...
Because she read the story.
Yeah, she read the story. She said they were called in for questioning for breaking into
the office of the former speaker.
Storehouse,
maybe that was why
the mace was removed, was taken. So that was why they were called for questioning.
But they have been released.
Yeah, they have been
released. Okay. I just hope the ruling party in Lagos State would be able to put everything to rest.
Yes,
and of course, clean all the drama about this House of Assembly so that we can move ahead in the state. All right, that's it with the Lagos State House of Assembly. We'll move to X now and see what is trending there. Of course, that super player of Nigeria, Victor Osimhen, is trending on X this morning simply because can I call it his former club now? No. He's on transfer at Galatasaray of Turkey. And Galatasaray now wanted to secure the services of Victor Osimhen on a permanent basis, and they're offering the sum of 65 million euros to Napoli, which of course Napoli have turned down. And if you look at the history behind how Victor moved to Turkey, he was actually having a bad time at Napoli. And then he was not enjoying some playing time when Conte took over as the coach of Napoli. And he had to go on transfer, on loan rather, to this Turkish club. So now they want to make him their player, and Napoli is saying no. And if you have been following the Turkish league, Victor Osimhen is on fire, is scoring goals week in, week out, and now the rejected stone is becoming the cornerstone. They don't want to let go of Victor Osimhen.
But you don't want him on your team.
They never wanted him.
So what do they want? What do they want? Okay, maybe they are also waiting.
They said they are not going to take anything less than 75 million euros.
Exactly what I was going to say. I said maybe they are waiting for the highest bidder. They're waiting for the highest bidder.
He had a clause rather.
Okay.
When he signed the current contract with Napoli, and that clause says that they cannot take less than 75 million euros for any club that might be interested in Victor Osimhen.
Anyway, Victor is an asset.
He's an asset, yes.
So Napoli should think twice before they let go.
But he's still the player. He's on loan in Turkey. So if there is no agreement,
it's like giving somebody a ram and you're still holding
the rope. All right, we wish Napoli and of course Victor Osimhen our own well, and I hope they'll be able to resolve their differences in a couple of days so that Victor can move on with his football career. That's it with what is trending on X. We'll be taking a very quick break on the program. When we come back, we are looking at something that is disturbing, is on the eye these days. You hear people talking about domestic violence in relationships, in marriages, and people don't even know when to leave. And of course, it's not only the women that is affected. I've seen men who have been beaten, flogged by their wives, but it appears it's more on the female side when it comes to domestic violence. It's not only physical, it can be psychological as well, except if I'm wrong. We'll take a very...
Wrong, okay. You can't be wrong. It happens.
It happens?
Yeah, it happens.
All right, we'll get to know more about this after this short break.